Why would the DJI Flip be the perfect drone for taking with you on a through hike? Maybe because you can leave your controller at home or your extra battery power pack at home. The big bag, you can leave it at home. All you need is the drone itself, and you can make great shots like this. If you go out for a couple of nights or several weeks and you got your backpack full of stuff that you need, like a tent, sleeping gear, warm clothes, rain gear, food, water, you really got a pack that's loaded, full of weight, and you only want to lose weight instead of gain some more. So, who is waiting to carry a controller that weighs 430 grams? Or a bag that's bulky and doesn't fit in your pack? That's why I think the DJI Flip is excellent, because it can fly without controller. So if you're interested in getting a drone like this for your hikes, you're already probably looking in the sub 250 grams, which is the mini category. Usually the one that requires less additional licenses. And I think 250 grams sounds very acceptable. But the big surprise is all the extras, especially the controller. And it all starts adding up, and you get towards nearly a kilogram. So that's, in my opinion, that's way too much if you're already carrying 15, 16 kilograms of essential stuff. And of course, it's very nice to film. You already have a camera. But for me, it was too much. So then I found that the DJI Flip actually can also fly without controller. So being a thru hiker, we already know what it means to try and lose some weight out of your pack. The most recent thing I did was lose my pillow, because I thought, hey, I've got this jacket, and if I fold it up and put something else around it, it saves me another, I don't know, few grams. It was actually maybe 60, 70 or more, can't remember. We want to have nice shots, that's great. Nice video, especially if you're making some content for yourself or maybe YouTube videos. But what if you could have the drone of the same quality of the Mini 4 Pro, same sensor, but then without the controller? That's exactly what the DJI Flip is. Well, let's have a look what it can do. Because that's what it's all about. What kind of shots can you make and how does it work? So what do we get when we have controllerless situation here? First thing is quick startup. Let me show you in real time. Remove the protection for the lens. As soon as the setting is activated and you open the drone up, it'll power up. I hope you can see it. So you hold it in front of you, and then it'll look at you. Hey. So let me have a look. Then all we need to do, now it's already ready. Press the button. No, that's the wrong button. This button.
Circle.
Circle.
Rocket. Spotlight. Direction track.
All right, so now we can switch modes, switch to the desired mode, and then
medium. Direction track. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Been a while since I operated it this way. Direction track. This is actually meaning we can walk and it'll follow, no, it actually lead the way. This is an excellent new feature. You had to download the latest firmware when I bought it some months ago. And now we are actually filming ourselves from the front, which previously you could only let it follow. So if I push the button here several times, it'll get follow. That'll just follow.
Droney.
Droney. How about a droney? still have some battery. I'll show you the drone. Let's do it from this side. We have a nice view. You keep the button pressed.
Meters. Drone. 3, 2, 1.
Keep the button pressed for a couple of seconds. It'll hover. It'll be a drone like a selfie. It'll just go away about 10 meters in this case, as that was the setting. And then it'll return. It'll make 2 videos, one going away, one returning. And then when it's finished, extend your hand. Yes. Thank you. So, that's the drone. What else do we have?
Circle.
A circle.
Rocket.
Rocket is going straight up and back down, doing a little circle.
Direction track.
Direction track, we've done that.
Follow.
Follow, that's just from behind. I'll have to give it a go. Press 3 seconds.
Far. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
The setting is far. And I think you can also set the height. I don't think it's very, very far. Of course, we're not really seeing anything of the drone. I'll point the camera towards the drone now, so you can see it following us, switching images with the drone itself. And I think that's doing a great job. Of course, less interesting just only seeing your back all the time. I suppose it'll now stay there so I can... Ooh. All these modes here available without any controller at all. But you also can control the drone with your mobile phone. Downside of that is it's limited in distance. Maybe maximum of 10 meters or something. I have now opened the app on my phone. See what will happen. Connect, yes, connect. Connected. We have this menu, follow, drone, circle. We haven't done the circle yet. We can operate the circle from the drone itself, but we can also start it here. And if we start it in the app, then we can select some, like the height, low or level. And you can actually set it, the distance, 20 meters the farthest away. I want to go and have a try with that. So, video. Let's start.
3, 2, 1.
And now we can actually see what we are seeing, what the drone is seeing. The downside of this, we are on a bit of a height with the dike, and it's going very low, as you can see. That's what a problem I had before. But we're getting some great shots here, the circle. And if there's a bit more height difference in the landscape, this is a bit of a problem. I've experienced it before. And look at this, how low over the fence. Also say land. Whoa. And this was actually not the low setting, but well, it's not called high, it's called level. Maybe if I started higher, how about that? And then do a 10 meter. Are we still good on battery? Yeah, just about. Let's try and see what happens.
3, 2, 1.
So now we're on 10 meters. And it's a little higher because I started it off a little higher. This is what the drone is seeing there. Hope you can see that. I think it's a great shot, this. smooth all around. So now it says recording's finished, return to base. I just hold my hand underneath and it'll stop. In the menu, if you select the direction track, you have settings, but the direction track itself can also be changed into dolly zoom, helix or boomerang. Boomerang is a nice one as well. And if you want to use these settings without the controller or without the phone, you will need to set it up front. So let's try for the boomerang. Have I already selected? Direction track. No, still not selected. There we are, boomerang. 20 meters. Okay. I placed a new battery because I started with half full battery. And that went on towards the end, so I thought just to make sure I'll do it like this. Here we go. Boomerang, start.
3, 2, 1.
There we go. That's quite a way, 20 meters. And now it's going around. I don't know what it's going to, and going up at the same time. Wow, this is a nice one. So here we are. It's lower than we started. There we go. So these are some of the new great settings, like the helix. I don't do the dolly zoom. What is that? Let's give that a try. Yeah?
3, 2, 1.
So now we're recording. Interesting. Simultaneously seem to be zooming in and out and moving in and out, making my image appear the similar size, but the surrounding area different. I think the helix is also interesting. Let's give it a go. 6 meters. Don't know exactly, can't remember what it is, but we'll have a go.
3, 2, 1.
The helix goes up as well and around. And we can see it there, I hope. Point the camera at it. The helix is a good one. Ooh. From the image, whoa. All these ones are preset modes from the menu, and I just started them off from the phone app right now. And now manual control. So record, and this is lift off. We'll start taking off, pressing it, holding it, and now I have some controls. Go up. Hope you can see the. Now I'll start recording. Go backwards. And where is the? This is the gimbal. Here I come in view. You can see there's a bit of a breeze, and the drone is having some trouble keeping a steady image. At the same time, go left and move the head towards the right. Then I'll stay in the frame myself. And I can go up a little bit. If I go up, I need to. So you can do quite a bit with this control. And now, I think maybe 10 meters away, the drone is 10 meters away from me. If we look up a bit, there's a beautiful lake with all kind of birds there. And the other side, if we turn around, we'll see the North Sea. And the sun a little bit shining on it. There's a bit of dunes. The biggest downside is you might lose connection as the drone gets past the 10 meters mark. What if I just go straight ahead and make a turn into the wind there? See how far can we go? We'll just go that direction. I'm trying to get smooth flowing movements here. I can hear the drone is a little bit suffering in the wind. The image still looks reasonable. At this moment we're getting quite some distance here. But now it says the maximum distance has been reached. I'll turn around, see where we are. The biggest downside is if you are above a lake or a very big ravine, gorge, and because if you lose your connection, well, what can you do to solve it is to walk towards it. Except, of course, when there's water in between or a big ravine. Now, we've got quite a distance, but it's a risk you don't want to take in situations like this, like in the Ardennes in Belgium, where I was happy to have the controller and felt a lot more reassured. Obviously, there's always downsides to everything. And what are the downsides of this setup, of this model, or just the fact that we have no proper controller with us? One thing we saw, we lost connection, 10-20 meters, but then we're out of reach. And it's nice that it gives us a warning, which it did, but at the other moment, it just lost the control, and it was high up in the sky. Don't know what to do with that, because you can't go up high, but anyway, it was able to reconnect. So now I'm walking down a little bit. This is the dike that keeps the water out, so all this flat land will stay dry. Oh, yeah, so the rest of this land is indeed flat. But if you have more hilly terrain, like I'll show you the video of some cases in England doing the coast to coast, one up the mountains and one just on hills. It's the drone, when doing a circle or one of the preset modes, it does not fly very high. And even if now I've just walked here down a little bit, I don't know how far it's going to go. But if it's going there and it's not measuring the distance towards the ground in this situation, where I think normally it does have a sensor there. It also does not have sensors for going sideways. I chose an area with no trees, no buildings, but still the ground was sideways as well. It did not see it. That's a shame, and that is a bit of a problem you have to take into account. So if I would start it here, doing a circle, that's asking for problems. Some of the video, as you could have seen, was actually, well, sort of affected by the wind. As you can see from the bushes, not much wind at all, really. It's just some mild breeze, which you can easily get. Anyway, during the hike, the through hike in England, coast to coast, we experienced a lot of wind. So there were a lot of days that I really couldn't use the drone, which was a shame. But of course, you want nice weather. You can also not get a nice picture in the mountains if there's clouds. So that's the way it goes. From what I read or hear, that the Mini Pro 5 or even the Mini Pro 4 is already better, and the new Mini Pro 5, Mini 5 Pro is, I think it's called, is actually better in wind, which is good. Although you still have to take into account that you need to carry your controller, and the great advantage here is all the images that we made here right now we have done without controller. So that's really, for me, made the difference in getting this particular drone, and I took it with me with only a few days of learning how to operate it. But some of these items and settings, it's good to know. It's good to know that how to operate it. So do a little practicing, I would think. As I decided not to bring the big bag where it can hold the controller and everything, I thought I'd find something else, and I found this hip belt bag. It's small, very flexible. I got it from Decathlon, but it does fit this DJI Flip drone, and it actually fits the extra battery and charger as well. So I took one extra battery because batteries can run out quick. I didn't know what I would expect. Having the charger also means I don't have to put my drone somewhere in a public place because of charging, and you never know what's going to happen. Now I just have to put the charger and the battery there, and that's something I prefer. So I'll show you when I put it on how it fits in. So this is the charger and battery holder. You can hold 4 batteries. I have 3, but I took only one extra, so the one that's in there on the drone and one in there. Of course, if you take another one, you have more flying time before you need to recharge. It's a tight fit, like this, and then still, as far as I remember, or just a loose battery, that's what it was. Because, and now, very snug. This is sturdy enough to keep in my pack, but the drone itself, for me, I thought it was too vulnerable. And the pack, yeah, it's getting some bashing every now and then. It gets tightened as there's a tent laying on top and needs to be tied down. All in all, not a good thing to put the drone in there, which is fragile plastic. But now, in this bag, and even though it weighs only 250 grams, some extra for the battery, I'm not carrying it on my back or in my pack. So another win-win situation. So all in all, my conclusion is the difference between this drone being able to fly without controller means that I took it along on my hike on coast to coast in England. If I needed a controller like with the Mini 4 Pro, I would have left it at home. I might not even have bought it, because yeah, when do you use that? I would like to use it on things like that, when you have beautiful scenery and special things that you don't have at home, which is rather beautiful here as well, the sea. But it's home and it's normal, and it's actually not as exciting as the Lake District or the North York Moors. So I'm very happy to have the DJI Flip, despite the downsides of it. But I also bought the controller, and I'm very happy to use that when I'm just on a day trip, or maybe not through hiking, just having the chance to carry some more stuff. Of course, I have checked out other possibilities, but the smaller DJI drones are probably really small and with lesser sensors. And other brands, I found one, but I thought it was actually more expensive. So there are options. Do your own checking. I've done mine and came to DJI because also I have the DJI Action 4, which I'm filming with now, and that seemed to be a good match. But let me know what you think or what you prefer down in the comments, and or any other comments you have, what you think of your own experiences or questions that you have, and give us a like if you enjoyed this video or learned something from it. See you in the next one. Bye.